This does look kind of Aussie.
Yeah, I have the blooming onion.
3, 2. Hey guys, so today we are at a very special place once again, especially for our viewers that enjoyed the McDonald's in Australia video, as well as the Texans trying Australian food. You ready for this one?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're at Outback Steakhouse.
And it's not just like a normal Outback Steakhouse because Sean used to actually work there. How was your experience?
You know, it was when I was in high school, 15 years old, I got a job here as a host. It was probably one of the hardest jobs to get in the restaurant industry.
Well, that's crazy.
They made you take a math test, I remember. A menu test as well. Again, I was a host, so my job responsibilities included opening the door for people, seating them at tables, not really taking orders, not really, doing anything with the food. I was still quite glad that they did that.
So they took it really serious.
Yeah, they definitely invested good time and money into every person that worked here.
And training people.
Yeah, that's true. And I never actually ate at Outback Steakhouse until I got the job here and tried some of their food. And I'll be honest, in the beginning as a child or as a teenager, I thought it was Australian food. But we had never really come here until I got...
I think there are a lot of Americans that fall into this trap, thinking maybe that it is
definitely
authentic food, but
and the thing is, I definitely rode that for a couple of years, even after I probably got the job. But I'd been to Australia in 2012, definitely got my awakening that it was not Australian whatsoever. I think it has a lot more to do with just the themes of it. There was a marketing ploy involved, and that's kind of cool though what they've done. They kept it different than the average Chili's or Bennigan's or any of those other chain restaurants, so I appreciate it for that factor. And it definitely brought some light to Australia in general, so a good light too. It is a good thing. It brought it to light. People Google, oh, Australian food must be Outback, and then they realize it's not. So with that said, we hope that you enjoy this and you can see some of the things. If you've never been to Outback Steakhouse, there are some differences between the Australian Outback Steakhouses and the US ones as well. So point it out. Let us know in the comments if you're seeing some consistencies with some stuff. I mean, we know a few items now about Australian cuisine. The McDonald's in Australian cuisine. So with that said, you ready to go check it out?
I'm ready. I've never been, so it's my first time over there.
Yep,
so.
and again, this is the Outback that I came to as a child, a teenager.
And you worked there.
And I worked here. It's been a little bit updated, but maybe I can find a picture. I will put it right here for you guys to see. So let's go inside.
Let's go inside.
All right. Okay, so starting out with the Outback Steakhouse menu. So there's some differences from when I started, but a lot of the names have a lot of Australian city names or something Australian inspired as far as the name goes. So if we start with the cocktails, there's one that says the Wallaby Darned. There's one called Aussie Rum Punch. Now, as we go to the appetizers, so we have the bloomin' onion. When they have a boomerang next to it, it says that's an Outback signature item. The bloomin' onion is what we ordered, which is that 1 pound onion. It's about half a kilo, deep fried in batter with a nice tart sauce, like a horseradish sauce. There's also Aussie cheese fries topped with melted Monterey Jack, cheddar, and chopped bacon with house-made ranch dressing. The Kookaburra wings. So that is something they do not have, I believe, in an Australian Outback Steakhouse, but basically chicken wings tossed in our secret spices served with our blue cheese dressing and celery. Choose mild, medium, or hot. Grilled shrimp on the Barbie, Sydney shrooms, 3 cheese steak dip. Wow, these are just, the names are just out there. Aussie twisted ribs, that's what I'm gonna order for my entree with a steak. We have Gold Coast coconut shrimp, we got that as well. As far as steaks go, so this is what they're known for. And again, it is an American steakhouse with an Australian twist in the name. The steaks, We've got seasoned and seared. You got Victoria's filet mignon, the Outback center cut sirloin. Now the ribeye I do remember was what they put in the Aussie steak sandwich, so that was pretty interesting. Would be nice if they had that here, but for now we don't have that. But we do have some other slow roasted prime rib. There's an Outback style prime rib. Then we have the char grilled ones. These are bone-in ribeyes, bone-in New York strip, and then the Melbourne porterhouse, which is a flavorful combination of the New York strip and filet tenderloin. Then we have a Toowoomba topping, which is seasoned and sauteed shrimp tossed with mushrooms and a creamy Creole sauce. I'm just looking for the items that have a twisted Aussie name to them. Baby back ribs, it's taken from Chili's. Grilled chicken on the Barbie, Drover's ribs, and chicken platter. I'd love to know where these names are coming from. If you guys know Drover's ribs, I'm definitely will check it out myself, but let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. Grilled shrimp on the Barbie, that's another one that we have here. Oh, and the last thing I definitely want to point out, on the back here we have Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. That is a must, because we all know people talk about Australia when they say Down Under, so Chocolate Thunder from Down Under is a definite must when we finish our meal. So I'm looking really excited to try this out. So we got the appetizers here. First off, they always give you this bread, and it's really good. When I was working here, it was, I believe, made by Mrs. Fields, but now it is in-house according to our waiter. This is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I have the blooming onion. It looks really good. It's a staple here in the Outback Steakhouse. I think it's one of their most famous dishes. Yeah, it's called an Outback Original. Our special onion is hand-carved, cooked until golden, and ready to dip into our spicy signature plume sauce. Okay, so I read, before we came here, I read online that this has a lot of calories. I shouldn't have done that, because now I know this dish almost has like, I think 1800 calories. Oh my god, but I have to try it. Take a piece. It's really crunchy. The onion inside is really nice. It's like soft, and it has a really nice flavor to it. I think they put a lot of seasoning on it. I would say it's worth the calories. I like it. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with authentic Australian food, but it tastes good.
Alright, so I've got the Gold Coast shrimp right here. Ooh, I can smell it. It smells really good. I don't know if the Gold Coast smells like this, but if it does, it's great. So it is coconut shrimp, hand dipped in batter, rolled in coconut, and fried golden, paired with Creole marmalade. Also pretty high in calories, but not quite as much as our bloomin' onion. 640 calories. It's about $11 for this appetizer. So I've got some lemon here. So first we'll just go a little bit of lemon all over. Okay. Now one thing I wanted to say is in Australia, Outback Steakhouse calls the shrimp actually prawns. Okay, ready? 3, 2, and... It's a little hot, but excellent. I mean, the flavor, coconut shrimp, we've all had that, I'm sure. Their freshness is really good. I have to say that there's a lot of change these days. They've fallen off, and this is really fresh, good portion quantity. Pricing's not too bad as well. Highly would recommend it, even though it isn't true Australian food, but it is good food, so thumbs up from me. Alright, in addition, we did get our salads to get some veggies in our diet. So we've got the blue cheese pecan salad here, and then this one is a traditional Caesar. Nice size as well. So we're just getting little veggies in though before we go crazy with the steaks and other meat entrees we ordered. Alright guys, so I've got my sirloin with the Aussie twisted ribs here, and I've got a loaded baked potato to finish it off. And we've got some special sauces here. This is the Sauce It Up Boomerang, which has 4 different sauces. The first one being a roasted garlic butter, a creamy horseradish, peppercorn sauce, and a Fresno chili jam. Additional 550 calories and only $4.99. In addition to that, I've got some Heinz steak sauce right here, A1 steak sauce, and then we've got the signature bloomin' sauce from the bloomin' onion we had earlier. I think we're complete and ready to eat. Their knives are massive, so when you put it on the table, they do not touch. Do you see how that right there doesn't touch? I like that. Let's dig in. Got the sirloin here, the ribs, and this is like some cucumber salad. Is that an Australian thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Just pickles. But they are good. A little sweet. And this is a 6-ounce sirloin. I generally like a medium rare, but I went with a medium for this one because it is a sirloin cut. Here we go. I'm gonna just try it by itself first though. So the difference I would say is if you look at the top of the steak, there's a lot of seasoning on here. So they have like a special seasoning blend that's secret apparently, but there's been a lot of copycat menus that have talked about what they use. You can Google them and find out for yourself, but the seasoning's a little different. I like it personally, but it's not your traditional steak. Let's try it with first the steak sauce, the A1. Just as good as it was when I was 15 years old. I'm gonna make a few other cuts here so we can try the rest of these sauces. So we have the roasted garlic butter. I'm gonna just do that. Really good. Second one. Creamy horseradish, also not bad. I like the first one better. Okay, I'll make a few more cuts here. We got 2 more sauces to dig into. All right, third one. I think this one is the creamy horseradish, actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry, that's the creamy horseradish. This is a peppercorn sauce, creamy horseradish. And then the last one is the Fresno chili jam. This does look kind of Aussie, because I've seen sandwiches with this chili. It's like a sambal chili. So my family's from Singapore, so we're used to eating this. Oh yeah, a little sweeter. It has a kick to it. That's not bad. That was not here when I worked here. So there is some Aussie-ness to maybe this sauce. I like the boomerang. $4.99. You gotta try it. Why not? Now the next thing we have on the list here are the ribs. So these are usually, when I worked here, a rack of ribs, like a half rack. Now they cut them up. Call it Aussie twisted ribs. Let me know in the comments if that's normal that these are already off the rack, or is it normal to have it on the rack together. Nice little glaze on top. I do like this, you know, and you get, what, 4 of them in addition to your steak? 3, 2. Nice crisp, sweet, tangy. This is a lot of food, guys. Now, let's try the baked potato. This is called the steakhouse potato, and it's done up all the way. There's salt on the outside, sour cream cheese, chives, and then you've got some bacon. Does that look good or not? Let me know in the comments below. That's definitely a nice contrast of flavors. I've got sweet over here, salty over here, plus whatever else you want to put on that steak. And you've got that sour cream, very classic, very reminiscent of my childhood. Well, my teenage childhood. Thumbs up from me.
So here I have the Toowoomba salmon. It's grilled salmon topped with seasoned and salted shrimp, tossed with mushrooms in a creamy Creole sauce. It looks really nice. I like that it has like some mushrooms and of course the shrimp on top of the salmon. Let's dig in. I will just try the salmon first. Really nice and crunchy for like a salmon. It's really good. The sauce has like a little bit of a winery taste to it, which is really nice, and it's also a little bit creamy. It reminds me a little bit of the Alfredo sauce, a little bit. It tastes really good. Now let's have a shrimp, also with the Toowoomba sauce. The shrimp are really on point here. Like they're not overcooked, not undercooked, just perfect. The sauce actually also has a little bit of a spicy hint. I really like that. I don't know if this has anything to do with authentic Australian food, probably not, but it tastes really good. I like it. For me, it's like a mix of like almost an Italian kind of themed sauce. That's how it's for me. I don't think it's Australian, authentic Australian, but it's good. Thumbs up for me.
Alright, so we have dessert here. We got the chocolate thunder from Down Under, which is a brownie with ice cream, cream on top, some chocolate flakes, and chocolate syrup around it. The name says it all. Alright, I'm gonna dig in here. Cream, some ice cream, and some brownie, some chocolate sauce. A lot of great things just went in that bite. This is the most Aussie dish of all, I would say. Drop a comment if you agree or disagree. By the way, I didn't mention this, but the whole Australian theme, it actually came from the original owners. They'd never been to Australia, and again, Crocodile Dundee was one of the biggest movies at that time. I think the second one was coming out, I read somewhere, and that was where the idea to have this Australian theme came about. So pretty interesting. I'm glad they chose Australian for their theme, because definitely brought us here today. Hey guys! So we just finished here at Outback Steakhouse. What were your thoughts?
It was nice. I mean, I think it's not really Australian.
Of course.
It's nice that they named some of the dishes like with Australian names, but it has nothing to do with Australian food. I know that now. What I really liked about this place is that if you go with a group of people, with your family, everyone will find something. Like they had fish, they had steak, they had veggie stuff, they had like nice desserts. It's a steakhouse, but anyone can find something.
Yeah, and
like,
for example, there's
nice.
Longhorn Steakhouse. We've never actually gone together because there's literally nothing on the menu.
Yeah, so I went once to Longhorn Steakhouse and I had a hard time finding food because I'm a pescatarian. It was not easy to find something, and this place here was good.
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing is, their quality is not bad, I gotta admit. We spent about, what, $100?
Yes, but we ordered a lot.
We did
of
order a
food,
lot.
like,
There's a ton of to-go stuff in the back here.
Like this onion, like it tastes really good, but it's also really filling.
Yeah, and
so
if you eat too much, it's not don't eat too much of the bloomin' onion. Eat a couple pieces, enjoy it, but like, yeah, I remember when I was younger, we would demolish the bloomin' onion and then you feel real sick afterwards.
Yeah, and
so
then
don't do
you cannot
that.
eat your entry anymore.
Nope.
Like,
It is a lot of food. The bread's good. The bread is good. The appetizers were good too. You know, we know it's not Australian, but the fact that it is bringing in that Australian
theme, it's fun.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Fun.
That's the most important thing, is it does make it fun. So, you know, like Outback says, no rules, just right. That's their whole slogan.
Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right. Good shot!
And I like it. You know, it was a good place to work. They fed me a lot of good food on the cheap. That was good. We got 50% off. And for those of you that don't know, Outback Steakhouse is actually owned by a company, I think it's called the Bloomin' Brands now, and it includes Carrabba's, which is an Italian chain. So it actually is neat. You get access to Carrabba's when you work here. You get a discount there as well. And fun fact, Carrabba's is from Houston, Texas.
Oh, nice.
The original Carrabba's, and that is still standing, so we might have to do something to show you that. It's interesting that this restaurant brings Australia to the light of lots of Americans.
Yeah, and they also had a lot of pictures of Australia,
yes.
like the kangaroos.
Yeah, like they're
everything.
not kidding. They really want it to be an Australian theme.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a like if you did. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you've now watched our 3 videos, from McDonald's to the Texans trying Australian food. You know, and if you enjoyed this one, definitely be sure to subscribe. If you've got a friend that you think would enjoy these videos, be sure to, you know, share it on your Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. So,
and we always try to keep it real, right?
We do, yes. That is really important. No, we pay for all our food.
Yes.
You know, we film it perfectly how it is.
We film it how we get it. It's
yeah,
not like
we
that
don't.
We try to put it like in perfect theory. We want to show the real experience.
Exactly. That's
really
super important.
to us.
You
no
know,
fakes here.
No fakes. No, if you want the fake stuff, you know, that's what Instagram's for. You know, no, just kidding. Not everything on Instagram's fake, but a lot is. You know, especially nowadays. You know, we're in such a strange time where being real is important. So, and I hope people that watch this stuff appreciate that, and let us know down below too if you do or not. You know, so, to each their own. So we're not knocking it, but it's just not something that we like to do. We're always going to try to keep it authentic as possible.
Yeah, how many times did we go to an Instagram advertised restaurant and then we saw the beautiful, perfect pictures.
And they're nice.
And then we go to the actual restaurant and it's just completely different.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do that in our videos.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And it might not be the most popular thing to do, but it is what we like to do. So, you know, we hope you enjoyed this. With that said, we'll see you on the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.